Killer, back to it after the Challenge Cup break. You feeling refreshed? Squad looking refreshed as well?
Yeah, we put a lot of hard work into them before the break. They come back and this week presented really well. Good vibe around the place. And yeah, they've ripped in this week and we're excited to play on Sunday.
Fresh face in, or not so fresh for some people. Matty Barrell joins us as well as Ollie Burton.
Yeah, two really good ins at this stage of the year. I think that traditionally is a week where leading up to that week off at Wembley week where you're reviewing your squad and seeing who's available. Matty we've been trying to get for a number of weeks now, just knowing his situation at Hunslet, and that became apparent early week after the Newcastle game that he was available and he wanted to come rejoin the club, and he's committed this season and beyond, so we're delighted to have him. I think he's someone that we've been missing. His game management and his calmness and the way he can guide the team around the field, and I think we'll not only get the best out of Matty, but he'll get the best out of the players around him. So yeah, we're excited to see how he goes. Not putting too much pressure on him on the weekend because he needs to bed in and build those connections. But knowing him as I know him, I'm sure that'll happen pretty soon.
Jack Teamby's with us as well for the rest of the year and beyond.
Yeah, we had a discussion after the Newcastle game and we thought that might be the case. Obviously went back to York for the 1895 final and finished that off well, although he didn't play. He was in and around the group, and we've got to respect the fact that he's done 7 years there at York, and it was a big decision for him to come, but I think that shows his faith in the club and the direction we want to take it in, on and off the field, to come and commit to us. And a sign of his calibre at this stage of the year, or any stage, is exciting. He's had that 2-3 weeks with us now. He's played a couple of games, and I think now he's our player. We're going to see even more from Jack. So very pleasing, alongside some of the players that are coming back as well. The pack's looking pretty strong.
We can't obviously close this interview without a mention to Jack Miller as well, who departs the other way to Rochdale.
Yeah, and I spoke to the players in the week, and Jack himself. Changing personnel is not personal. Jack's a great bloke. I think himself. Recognise it. A change will be good for him to freshen him up. I think he's only had 1 year away from Keighley. For the last several years. So go away and just as it throws up sport. The romance of sport, that he comes and he's in the squad for Rochdale to play us on Sunday as well. And we know Jack's qualities and we'll respect that. But when we get out there on Sunday, there's no friends in battle.
Looking at the injury list you had a few weeks ago compared to now, looks a little bit thinner.
Yeah, I think obviously when I came in, Hatto was just out for a long time, Bowles was out for a long time, and then we lost Ryder in the Swinton game. So there's Ryder who's close, who's really smashing his rehab, and then Pickersgill will be out for a lengthy period. He's got an operation due, so he's looking at probably the end of the season. If he gets back before then, we'll be really happy with that. But yeah, we're looking, because his season's probably over with that pec injury. But everyone else, pretty fit, and some hard decisions to make this week just to get us down to 21. And again, good headaches to have.
You've welcomed back Lewis this week, Lewis Hatton, Leo Ali, who's passed his head test. As you mentioned there, Harry Bowles is back in, so really that 21 is a real push to get to 18 as well, isn't it?
Yeah, there's been some long conversations this week, the coaching staff, but we'll pick the best 17 that we feel is going to do a job on this Sunday. Like I say, we've got some depth now. Probably add Ollie Burton to that injury list. He's come with a foot injury, so he's a few weeks away. But otherwise, yeah, everyone's, there's some real competition for places in the squad, and everyone's training hard and ripping in. So yeah, it's some tough decisions to make, but that's how we want it.
It's no secret, the round one, when we visited Rochdale, it was a 44-0 thrashing, we'll say. Looking for a much improved performance than that day.
Yeah, I hope so. I actually watched that game back last week, and we've shown a little bit of footage from that game this week as well to the players to remind some of the habits that day were not what we expect. I feel we're in a much better place than then. I feel we're in a much better place than we were when I came at the start of April as well. But it's got to happen on the field. It's okay talking about it and showing it in training, but it matters most, 3 o'clock on a Sunday, and we expect a performance this week.
Does it feel like from that first win in Newcastle, does it feel like a corner's been turned within the group?
Yeah, certainly. I think it was a relief and some confidence in the group. I feel like the Crusaders game was a turning point for us, just the way we played and the way we competed, despite some of the adversity we've shown in the game. Obviously there was areas for improvement in that game. We improved against Newcastle, and then this Sunday we've got bodies back and we've got a fresh face in there as well. So I feel we're in a good place to this, really attack this second half of the season. I think everyone deserves that. The supporters have been really loyal and got behind us, and they deserve to see some good performances now, and hopefully we stay fit and healthy and pick up some wins, and we'll see where we're at.
Mathematically, we're not out of the playoffs yet. What's your mindset on that?
We've just got to try and win every game we can, not worry about other teams or where we're at, or if we've left ourselves too much to do. We'll get to play everyone again once, and we'll just take it week by week. We want to be in the mix, we want to be in that 4, and hopefully our performances will get us there. If we're there, we deserve to be. If we're not, we won't.
Thank you.